Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership insight for you today is establishing an environment for growth. There's an old parable about a man who planted seed, and he tossed some of the seed on rocky ground, and little plants peeped out of the ground, but there wasn't much soil, so they died away without much growth. He tossed other seed on the ground that was covered with thorns, but the seed couldn't settle into any dirt because the thorns choked them out. He then tossed some seed on ground that was hardened because it was a pathway, and this seed simply laid on top of the hard ground, which made it easy for the birds to come and feast on. Finally, the man tossed some seed on good soil that was soft and watered and full of nutrients needed for growth, and the seed sprouted and produced a sun-kissed harvest. The harvest was 30, 60, even 100 times greater than what was planted. Now, this man is every person leading a team or an organization today, and the seed are the people on that team. The environment in which they work has to possess the right qualities for them to grow, develop, and produce results. Consider the rocky ground as an environment where trust doesn't exist. Team members are in a protective mode. They don't share thoughts and feelings with each other. They avoid discussion in meetings and they cover up their weaknesses. Consider the hard ground as an environment where conflict isn't managed well. There are continual struggles over scarce resources, different goals and priorities, issues of status, interpersonal, and process problems. Consider the thorny ground as an environment where a lack of commitment exists. People don't agree on priorities, strategies, and action to be taken, and they don't follow through when they say they will. Consider good soil as an environment where people perform well. They're able to navigate difficult situations constructively and keep commitments to others. They have an opportunity to learn and grow. As a leader, whether you get to select your own team members or whether you assume responsibility for an already intact team, your role is to ensure that you establish an environment where your team members can grow. And here are several ways to do this. The first is develop your own leadership skills. Learn the right skills yourself to effectively lead the team by reading books, taking classes, participate in personality assessments, gather information from 360 feedback processes, partner with other learning leaders, and learn more about your functional area of expertise. Take action based on what you're learning and never think that you've grasped it all. A second strategy is advocating for the team. Periodically, your team will need resources to help them grow, and you will need to convince others in the organization to make a financial commitment. It might be travel to a client site to personally understand how to best support them. It might be training in new skills or technology. Whatever it is, when they know you're willing to go to bat for them, their trust and commitment to you will increase. And a third strategy is developing team members. As each team member grows, it strengthens the entire team. As you identify the weaknesses and the strengths of each member, how can you help each understand their area of needed development and pair them up with another member who possesses a strength in that area? They'll learn from each other and thereby support the entire team. Think about the results you want from your team in the present moment and for your team that will enable them to flourish in the future. What steps are you taking to make that a reality? And how are you establishing the right environment for growth? Thank you for listening.